So good to see you on this Friday. Welcome to KREM News at Noon. I'm Laura Papetti. And because it is Friday and we've had some weird weather this week, we're going to check in with Thomas Patrick. He is in the KREM 2 Outdoor Weather Center. Thomas, we've had it all. Little grapple, little snow, little rain, little wind. What do you got? What do you know for this weekend?
For the weekend, I think we'll be more on the snow and or grapple side of things, though at the moment, actually quite picturesque with just those fair weather cumulus clouds over Spokane. Now, at any moment, that could turn into a snow or grapple shower into the afternoon. But at the moment, the sunshine is winning out here in Spokane. Doppler radar had a little bit of action within the past couple hours over Athol and Sandpoint, but that has faded away. It looks like there's a little snow shower directly over Mount Spokane. All this we got to keep an eye on Doppler radar, but again, the sunshine definitely coming out from behind me towards the south. 41 right now. That is the anticipated high temperature for today. It's that sunshine doing its magic. And the thing is, if we get any precipitation, it might start as rainfall at our lower elevations, but it could cool us off into a snow side of things later on this evening. Our computer model has kind of a window of opportunity between about 4 and 8 o'clock into those early evening hours. It'll all depend on how quickly those temperatures might jet down into the evening hours. But coming up, more snow likely for this weekend, and we just got winter weather advisories issued from the National Weather Service. So we'll break down the latest details on that all in just a couple minutes.
Next story is just coming in this afternoon, and we should warn you, it is a bit disturbing. The Shoshone County Sheriff's Office is investigating after a fetus was found in a North Idaho storm drain. So here's what we know so far. The Sheriff's Office said a city worker found the fetus in Smelterville. The medical examiner reports that the fetus is about 4 months old. The Sheriff's Office asks anyone with information to call them, and we put that phone number at the bottom of your screen. Also, we are working on this story right now. We have crews that are looking into it, so we'll continue to post more information on our website. And of course, you can join us on KREM 2 News first at 4. Also coming into our newsroom, a stopgap funding bill to prevent the government from shutting down now sits on President Biden's desk. It was passed by both the House and the Senate. The bill pushes the funding deadline for several key agencies to next Friday, March 8th. And for the rest of the government, pushes it until March 22nd. Then a new budget or another extension will have to be passed in order to avoid a shutdown, further kicking the can down the road. This is the fourth short-term spending bill passed in just recent months. The Idaho Republican Caucus is happening tomorrow, and this is to choose the Republican candidate Idahoans want on the November ballot. So having a caucus is new for the state this year. So our very own Nicole Hernandez is in Idaho to explain what voters need to know.
So Idahoans will not be voting this year. Instead, both parties are going to be holding a caucus. The Republican caucus, like you mentioned, is happening tomorrow. One of them is happening right here at the Coeur d'Alene Inn. This is very different than voting in a primary. Instead of just casting a vote on a ballot, these are going to be open meetings. There will be more than 200 across the state this weekend. People will meet up to talk about who they want to send to the national conventions. I talked to a political scientist, Tony Stewart. He explained the reason Idahoans are going back to a caucus format this year was actually a mistake. Idaho legislators accidentally passed a bill last year that took away the state's primary election.
You have about a 2-hour period in which you can come to the site to sign up, and then they close the doors. And it is a small fraction of the registered voters of the state. Whereas when you have a primary, it's a much, much larger turnout. It's a huge difference.
Now, if you want to go to one of these caucuses, you can go to the website on your screen here to find your voter precinct. A link to that website is on KREM.com as well. Then from there, you can find which caucus location serves that precinct. And this weekend is just the Republican caucus. The Democrats will have theirs on May 23rd. In Coeur d'Alene, Nicole Hernandez, KREM 2 News.
All right, Nicole, thank you. With the 2024 election cycle now in full swing, the Idaho election website did get an update. The new site features a user-friendly interface, comprehensive election information, and voter resources. The Idaho Secretary of State says voteidaho.gov is designed to provide the public, candidates, and the media easy access to election and voting information.
There's many elections that Idahoans will be voting on this May, as well as when we head into November, from our federal officers in Congress, legislative races here in the Capitol building, county races at each of the county courthouses. It's going to be a very exciting and active election year, and we're excited to kick this off and really just show voters all the resources and information they can have so that when they head to the polls, they know when they're voting, where they're going to be voting, and what they'll be voting on.
And the Secretary of State says the redesign is really part of the overall commitment to transparency and accessibility. All right, it is March 1st, and that means the kickoff of Women's History Month. It is time to honor all the strong and courageous women who came before us, paving the way and opening doors, knocking them down. The Equal Rights Amendment, Title IX, and the first major suffragist parade in Washington, D.C., by the way, all happened during the month of March. International Women's Day is coming up next Friday.